Welcome to part 2 of our video series on getting started with the UNINET IColor 350 laser sublimation printer. With our printer unboxing out of the way, it's now time for our first sublimation print, which will be heat pressing onto a white polyester shirt. But first, let's head on over to our computer. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and begin the installation so we could run our 350 on our computer. First things first, you're gonna wanna install the dongle. Just plug that on right into your computer, and as you can see, it just popped up instantly on my screen. Of course, now you're seeing it here. It's gonna be UNINET. Now, on my computer, it's the F drive. It might be something different on your screen. And as you can see, it automatically popped up. Now, what's really cool about this is it comes with a quick start guide. So if you forget the instructions or you somehow missed something, don't worry, just open this up. And this is actually gonna guide us through the very, very simple installation. So as you can see here, the first thing we're gonna do is install the PostScript driver. So let's go back over here, and that's gonna be found right here in the driver folder, and just double click this. Go ahead and click yes. Here we go. We're gonna click on continue. And I prefer to do the quick install. Of course, I would highly encourage you to just read everything. You don't wanna agree to something without reading it right. And if so, just click yes to proceed. And we're gonna connect via USB. Okay, now at this point, go ahead and power on your printer, but don't plug in the USB just yet. We're gonna click next, and then when it prompts us, then we're gonna go ahead and plug in the USB connection. So I'm gonna click next. It's gonna ask me to plug in my printer to the computer via USB. Go ahead and do that. Click yes. And now it's gonna ask me to select the software that I want to install. I'm just gonna select all here. Click next. Okay, so now that our drivers are successfully installed, we're gonna go ahead and install our profile. So we're gonna right click and install profile. Now this is gonna be a silent installation, meaning it's gonna run in the background. It's not gonna give us any confirmation or additional prompts, but don't worry, just as long as you did that, you've done it correctly, and your profile should now be installed. All right, so now with those steps done, you're ready to go. So now what's really cool about this is that on the dongle, you actually have 25 free digital stock art samples. These are totally free to use. And I'm really digging this slice of pizza right here. Maybe I'm hungry. So very cool. Now, when you're ready to print, we're actually gonna open up Adobe Photoshop, and I'm gonna show you how you would print in designing. So of course, I just want this pizza sized properly. And because this is an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet, I know it's gonna fit perfectly on the t-shirt. So I'm just gonna leave the size as is. Now, when we're ready to print, we're gonna go to File, we're gonna go to Print, and this next step is important. Of course, we wanna send it to the right printer, our UNINET IColor 350, and we're going to have Photoshop manage the color because we want to use the right printer profile. So I'm gonna open up my full list here. As you can see, kind of got a lot. So make sure you scroll down, and we're gonna find our IColor 350 dye sublimation version 1 ICC profile. And that's gonna ensure that our colors print true through our IColor 350 and that they're gonna look perfect after they've been sublimated onto their finished product. With all that ready, before I click print, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I have some paper loaded into the printer. And with that done, now I'm ready to click print. For most sublimation projects done with the IColor 350, you'll be using the same settings that you would use for transfers printed on an inkjet style sublimation printer. We're gonna be sublimating onto polyester t-shirts. So we're gonna be setting our heat press to 60 seconds at 385 degrees Fahrenheit with medium pressure. The heat pressing process is gonna be the same as well. Just pre-press your t-shirt for a few seconds, place your transfer ink side down, center it to the garment, cover it with some parchment paper, and press. Now the peel is gonna be the only part that's slightly different than what you'd find with inkjet sublimation. Once the press is complete, we're gonna allow the garment about 15 to 30 seconds to cool before peeling. This is so the toner on the transfer doesn't cause the paper to stick to the garment. Cooling is only recommended for garments. You're still gonna wanna peel hard surface transfers while they're hot. And with the transfer peeled, you can now enjoy your vibrant, soft, and permanent sublimation transfer onto your white polyester t-shirt. And that's it. You now know how to set up and install the driver and software to print vibrant transfers through your UNINET IColor 350 laser sublimation printer. For more information on this printer and other sublimation products, please visit us at heatpressnation.com. And for more tutorials and other heat press content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and be sure to hit that notification bell while you're at it.